It's 2:30 a.m. on a windy, hot night in October of 2019 when I get the call that every emergency manager both anticipates and dreads. It is the duty officer letting me know that there is a rapidly growing wildfire above the hill of the Getty and that we need to get an alert out as soon as possible. I blearily grab my glasses, put them on, and start shuffling towards my laptop and do what any good millennial does, checks my phone to see if there's any chatter at all about this fire. And I'm honestly terrified to see not a single tweet or media post anywhere showing that this fire is burning. So, next 20 minutes are a blur, talking to the incident commander, getting the area at risk, figuring out what action we need people to take, drawing it up in the system, taking a deep breath, and pushing the big red button. And then I just get to sit there, because this was 2019. There was no way at that time to actually get confirmation that a wireless emergency alert had gone out. Until, honestly, the most Hollywood thing in the world starts happening on my phone. Yeah, we got LeBron James, we got Arnold Schwarzenegger, and we have my personal favorite Clark Gregg, or Agent Coulson of the Avengers, who actually posts awakened and evacuated by the amazing alert system from LAFD. Now, did I cringe a little bit at the LAFD nod? Sure, it was EMD, but that's okay, we'll take it. So literally through tweets from celebrities, I could see that my alert had gone out successfully and managed to wake people up and get them moving. Huge relief. But after that day, I looked back and thought about it and realized there were a lot of places that this could have gone wrong. Things that could have not happened the way that they needed to. And so what I'm going to talk to you about today is how to make sure that alerting is just something that shows up in the timeline of your after-action report, not as a corrective action. So, first resource, this did not exist in 2019 when I had to do that alert. It is warn.pbs.org, and it shows you every emergency alert that exists that is out as a wireless emergency alert. You can see the shape, you can see the language, you can see whether or not you translated the alert into Spanish. An amazing resource for you to be able to know that your alert was successful. Yay. Guess what? Everyone else sees it too. Media sees it, public sees it. We, as emergency management, are accountable for what alerts we send. They know whether or not we actually got this thing out and how we sent it. And they are watching. And so we need to make sure that we're using these tools, we're using the new training. There are brand new websites to help us develop effective messages. So many tools out there because people are watching and seeing what we do in the alerting world. Now, on this stage, I've got 4 generations of my family. My grandmother, who lives in Tampa, to my little niece, who lives in San Luis Obispo, an area that definitely gets brush fires. And every single person in these generations needs slightly different information and needs it explained very simply so they know what to do with it. I've got some bad news. Not one of them knows what a bolo is. Okay, and they're also deeply confused by the term debris flow and shelter in place. So we know that those messages that we like to use very easily, to use all of these fancy terms, aren't going to be understood by the people who are receiving them. Red alert, what on earth does that mean? So when I say an evacuation order, I always add the words, leave now. This is what it actually means. This is what I need you to do. Making sure that we're using plain language to address every single person in this set, getting that word out early. My grandmother lives in an assisted living facility. They need to evacuate from that hurricane early on. They need a slightly different message. So as we write these alerts, I really always think, will my mom get it? Will my grandma get it? Will they actually be able to read this alert and take the action I want them to take? Next, this may be news to some of my coworkers, but I am in fact allowed to go on vacation. And as are all of you. So if you do not have backups for how you're sending alerts, you're in trouble, right? So this is what we did after that 2019 alert. We set up an actual agreement signed by the fire chief, the police chief, and the emergency management department general manager saying, here is who's responsible for sending alerts for different scenarios. Here is their backup. Here is the training they will have, and here is when they will send the alerts. We all take the same training, we all use the same templates, so the public doesn't need to know that EMD sent an LAFD alert or LAPD helped out EMD, but we know that that same consistent, useful message will get out, and we've signed it. It's a 2-page document. It is available online. I will share it with you all. But if you don't have that kind of clear, concise, this is who's responsible for what, with backups, that really needs to be the #1 thing you walk away with here. Finally, we never like to talk about this as alerters. Oops, alert went bad. When that happens, you need to know how to cancel the alert in your software without going to look it up, and make sure that you've got that message corrected. We will build community trust if we actually say something went wrong and we fixed it, as opposed to just sort of letting it sit out there in the ether. Finally, if you listened to this whole talk and went, check, 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 Jennifer, I've got it all, I am an alerting hero, well, thank you, first of all, great. But guess what? Change is a-coming. The FCC just signed new rules that are going to change the way alerts are received by the public and the way that they are sent. The big one, you know that polygon that you sort of sit there and go, that's close enough, looks good, I think I got it. Public's gonna see that. They're going to get a map. They're gonna zoom right in on their house and figure out if the line is on this side or that side of the street. That is coming in the next several years. So we need to start training our alert senders to draw those shapes, to draw those polygons in a way that the public will be able to understand and receive. Also, cool translation stuff's coming. They're still figuring out exactly how. But this is an ever-evolving field. 2019 does not feel that far away, but the alerting landscape's almost entirely changed in the last 4 years. So we need to keep on top of it, because if we as emergency management do not own this responsibility, lives will be lost. 10 houses burned down during the Getty fire, no one died. Some of that was luck, some of that was preparation, but all of us need to own it and really take charge of alerting. Thank you.